Hello everyone and welcome to AP Computer Science. So the first video of the year, obviously after you watch my amazing intro video into who I am. I'll show you where to find that in just a second. I'm just going to give you a quick tour of what AP Computer Science looks like in the OHS and how you're going to access everything. So the course will be set up a little bit differently than some of your other courses probably. So really, try to pay attention. And if you have any questions, please contact me, the first day of school, because one of the differences between the AP Computer Science course and any other non-AP course is that we start on day one. So your pretest must be complete on day one. That's Monday the 14th. So make sure that you are in the OHS knocking out that pretest, because you have 3 lessons to complete in the first week. So we're going to hit the ground running and it does not stop. So you'll notice that my attitude might be a little bit differently whenever I'm talking about my AP courses, if you are taking another course with me as well, because this course is serious. This is what I call the master level computer science course. This is as deep as it gets, but it's a great course and you're going to get a chance to get some college credit. So let's take a look at the OHS really quick. So when you log in, it's going to look something like this. I'm logged in as myself right now. You'll see a few different options, but this is pretty much what you're going to see. So the first thing you want to do is click on Welcome to AP Computer Science. Just a little intro, announcement that I've been able to give you just to see what this course is about. So there's a little bit of a description. There is a video called Welcome to Me, which is pretty cool. It's just a video about me and about who your teacher is. So if you want to know some stuff about me, click on that. Your first step is going to be to take the pretest. Do this as fast as possible. Now remember, your grade does not matter on the pretest. So don't worry if you get a 4 or you get a 94. It doesn't matter, all right? So it's just going to let me hone in what I need to teach this year. Then if you're feeling ambitious, you can go ahead and create a code.org account here. We're going to create one in class on day one. I'll give you about 7 minutes to do that in class. So remember, almost everything that's in the OHS, we're going to do in class as well. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, if you get into a subject and you're just like, I just don't understand this, don't worry. Come to the live session. We'll do it in the live session. Remember, in this class, above all others, it is very important that you come to the live sessions. Not just for Path to Mastery, which we'll talk about that in just a second, but this class, we have to all stay together, and the material is difficult. I was even looking at some of the material for this course before I uploaded it, and I was like, what? Like, I don't even remember that from college. So definitely make sure you come to the live sessions. At the very least, make sure you watch every single recording, because we're gonna really work together. We're gonna do a lot of stuff in class. So this is all my contact information. This will be at the bottom of every single announcement. So if you need me, that's my actual cell phone number. So if you want to call it, like I said, I will pick up most of the time. So let's go back to the home section and let's just check out what this course looks like. So there, when you go into content, this is where you're going to access everything in the course. So the first thing you want to do is click on course materials. Check out the syllabus, the teacher contact information, academic integrity, all of this. Sign up for a learning conference. You can click on this link and you can get a one-on-one session with me anytime. Now, I am prioritizing my AP Computer Science course as far as learning conferences go. So if you need a one-on-one session with me, click on this link, fill out the form, and I will make time for you. If you want to know how I'm grading the course, it's all right here. Some more teacher resources, and then a raise your hand section. If you want to ask your student or your fellow students something, or me, click on raise your hand and you can post it on the discussion forum. I check the discussions every day. So if you post something, I'm probably going to see it. But if it's more urgent, send me a text. I love text messaging. It's fast. It's easy. I hope all of you text me this year. So Paths to Mastery. Remember, Paths to Mastery are our way of making sure that you stay on pace this year. That's the most important thing at GCA, is that you stay on track. If you're a day or two behind, that's okay, all right? So you can get caught up from a day or two behind, but what you don't want to happen is for you to get 2 or 3 weeks behind, maybe even 2 or 3 months behind. That's bad, right? So Path to Mastery, you'll see mastery activities pop up. I'll show you what those are in just a second. The Magic Calendar link will be right here, Magic Calendar is a way for you to see what we are doing every single day. So if you're wondering, what should I do today? Click on this Magic Calendar link and you're going to there's a big Excel spreadsheet that'll be here. You can see what we're doing every single day, what's due, what videos you can watch. So it's all gonna be in the Magic Calendar. Remember, this is like a living document. So don't just download one at the beginning of the year and then expect it to be the same all year. It will change throughout the year. I'll upload new links, new assignments, so check that Magic Calendar often. Mastery activities. These are not open to you yet, but they will be when we have our live sessions. I will give you passwords to access these mastery activities. So you'll have to watch the recording or come to the live session in order to get the password to get into this mastery activity. These are worth 15% of your grade. All right, so just by coming to class and answering these questions, these 1-question quizzes, all right, and we'll have 1 to 2 per week. Sometimes we'll have 1 per week, sometimes we'll have 2. You will go in here, you'll click on one of these. It's gonna ask you 1 question. So for example, this one, I'm not gonna let you see it for too long. It'll ask you 1 question, answer it, turn it in, 15% of your grade. All right, so easy way to boost your grade. Checklist and catch-up section, there's going to be a huge list of every assignment that you have due in this course and the dates that they're due. So when in doubt, if you're like, have I done all this? Go in, download the checklist, check things off. You can highlight them. I print mine out. That's the easiest way to do it. And you can stay caught up in the course, or you can also look back to see what you haven't done. When in doubt, again, send me a text and I'll tell you what you need to do. First step, pretest. Knock this pretest out. It's 60 questions and they are not easy. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it in AP Computer Science. This test is difficult, but it is meant to look just like the AP Computer Science test. So this is gonna be, the questions are gonna be very similar to what you're going to see on the AP Computer Science test. So your head may explode when you see some of the questions, but don't worry, just do your best. And it's my job to teach you that stuff throughout the year, right? So instructional cycle number 1 is where you'll want to go next. All right, I have this course set up in 3 instructional cycles. All right, for the semester, so you'll have 3 instructional cycles. Then it's broken up into chapters, so you can click on the chapters. Then it's broken down by the week, so you can even, so in this course, you're going to have 2 to 3 to maybe 4 lessons per week, all right? So make sure that you complete all of these lessons within week 1. Now, it's kind of flexible. It's up to you when you want to do these. We meet twice a week, so we will do 2 lessons together in our CC sessions, but that means that you have 1 that you need to do on your own. So this week, week 1, we will do lesson 1, personal innovations, in class. So I highly recommend coming into the CC sessions and just doing it together. That way you don't have to do all this extra work after class. It's going to be much easier to do the lessons with me. Lesson number 2 we'll do in the second CC section of next week, sending binary messages. Then lesson 3 you'll do on your own. Now the idea is that I've given you enough information in these first 2 lessons to where you can do lesson 3 on your own. So this is an AP course. It is challenging. It's going to ask you to kind of take control of your own learning a lot. But I will be available. I'll probably have open office sessions where you can jump in and say, hey, I don't get this, and I'll help you out. Let's look at a lesson. So now that you know how to get down into the lessons, you'll see the categories over here on your left. When you get down to the actual lesson, let's click on that. You're going to see a couple things, all right? The first thing you're going to see in every lesson is flashcards, all right? So let's click on that. There's only 1 flashcard for lesson 1, so don't freak out. There's not a lot of them. Sometimes there's maybe 5 or 6, but usually there's going to be 1 to 3 terms. Now, I've formatted these to where you can print them out, cut them out, and put them on cue cards if you want. That's a great idea. And by the end of the year, you're going to have a huge stack of cue cards that you can study for the AP exam. Or just write them down, do whatever you want, but save these first, all right? The second thing you want to do is start looking at the content. So in every single lesson, there will be 1 activity. All right, so this is a video. You can watch that anytime you want. We will watch it during our live CC session, so you can wait on that. But activities. There will always be one activity in every lesson, and there will always be at least one activity that is due for a project grade at the end of each lesson. So the idea is that you can finish this lesson in one day. All right, so one day, one lesson. So let's look at the personal innovations activity. So you'll have a worksheet, and it's going to give you this little breakdown of what to do. Remember, we're going to do these in class. So if you open these and they look overwhelming and you can't really figure out the instructions, check out the recording or please come to the live sessions and we're going to work through these together. So by the end of the year, you're going to have a huge stack of these awesome assignments that you are going to be able to use and study for the AP exam. So I know this is a lot of info, so don't get overwhelmed. I promise you I'm a lot more fun in class, but just trying to get all this information out. At the end of each lesson, at the bottom, you're always going to see this right here where it's going to say Personal Innovations Worksheet, or it's going to say Binary Messages Worksheet. This is where you're going to submit that activity to me. So you need to print that thing out, fill it out by hand, fill it out on the desktop, whatever you have to do, save it as a PDF, scan it, take a photo of it with your phone, get it to me, all right? So I don't care how you submit it, but you must complete these activities and then submit them to me in this section right here. All right, so this is where you're gonna submit your activities. You're gonna upload them and then I will grade them, all right? So I think that might be all I need to show you about the lessons. There's a little bit of a lesson introduction at the beginning. You can save these as well. Sending binary. So sometimes you'll see a quiz at the bottom. So remember, if I put it in the lesson, that means I want you to do it. All right. So nothing is optional. All right. So make sure if it's in the lesson that you're checking it out. If you see things that are duplicates, it's just because one of them is a Word document, the other one's a PDF, just for your convenience. Okay. So remember, if you see a quiz, do it. I'll put a due date on it. So you'll see that it's coming up, but make sure that you complete them. Sometimes you'll see something special like a PowerPoint, right? This is a PowerPoint slide. Anytime you see a PowerPoint, download it because that means they are probably interactive. This is an interactive test. So make sure you download it, run it on PowerPoint, or again, come to the live class because we're going to do it together in the live class. So come to the live class and we will do it and I'll show you kind of how to work through this stuff. All right, so I know that's a ton of information, but you're AP students, right? So you expect to work a little bit this year. So let's do our best. Let's knock this. I'm so excited about this class. I can't explain how excited I am. This is just something I've really wanted for a long time at GCA is to have an AP computer science course. So I'm going to be learning a lot with you. So just stay in contact with me this year. We will even have in-person work sessions this year. I'm going to come to different regions in Georgia. We'll set up at like libraries or study areas. So if you have any information that could help me out with that, just let me know. But we're going to do everything we can to make sure that you are ready to take the AP Computer Science exam at the end of the year and get that college credit, all right? So if you have any questions at all, please feel free to contact me by text, phone, email, and I will do whatever I can to help you out. Good luck this year, and I cannot wait to see you in class.